I'm Christian Lamichka, and today I present you Stephanie Quayle. Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stephanie, I know you now for some time, but all these country fans in Europe might be hearing about you for the first time. So
Yes.
could you please introduce yourself and the music you play to someone who never see or hear you before?
Sure. Well, my name is Stephanie Quayle, and I'm a singer-songwriter as well as a recording artist. And my first album that's out on iTunes is called Ain't No Housewife. And it's got a lot of kick, I would say, and a lot of attitude, to put it gently.
Okay, that's an interesting title for a new album.
Yes.
So how did you find the title for it?
You
Is
know-
it about you, might be?
Yes, it is about me. After quite a few not so great relationships, I just was coming up with different songs, and when I was writing Ain't No Housewife, I just thought it was funny. It's nothing against housewives, and it's nothing against being one or being married, nothing of that, but it's really about finding that guy who can walk beside you. But it's very funny because it's based on certain relationships that I did have, and the B section of the song before the chorus is I ain't no cookie cutter kind of lady, apron on, barefoot and preggy, fixing what your mama used to make. So it's fun, it's country.
Okay, I know you can talk a little bit in German. Give us some ideas what you can say in German.
That's mean. Ich liebe dich.
Oh, me too, you.
And du hast das schöne Ellbogen. Ist gut,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's good.
Okay, and what else do I have for you? What did you say earlier?
Oh, we don't want to say this now, but I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding. You lived you spent some time in Switzerland, I know.
Yes, I was in Freiburg, Switzerland, and I did an exchange program there, and I was on the French-speaking side. So I did pick up a little bit of German, but not nearly as much.
She speaks very well German. She's too shy to talk more about.
Very, very
but
shy.
Let's talk about the great album you have.
Thank you. Yes.
There are great songs on it. Just for all you, that's the cover of the CD or of the album. There's one song called I Love You Too Much.
Yeah.
How that does come? Is that you wrote too?
Yes. I wrote that song as well. It's about loving someone so much that you have to let them go. I think a lot of times, as a songwriter, to write love songs, you have to get more and more clever. And with this one particularly, it was really just about, I love you too much to love you anymore. This is just not going. It's too much fighting, not enough love.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, as a singer-songwriter, what's better, to be writing songs or performing?
What's better for me between writing or performing, I really can't even compare them. Songwriting for me is such a journey. It's so exciting because I come up with a line and it becomes a song, and then it becomes a recording, and then I get to perform it. So, it's kind of like creating this little something out of nothing. Performing for me, I go crazy on stage in a good way. I love it. I can't jump around the stage enough. I can't sing hard enough. I love it. So they're very different, but I love them equally, I'd say.
Okay. Well, you said in German, I love you. So
Yes.
probably the crowds like to know if you're single or not.
I am single.
Okay, next question.
How do you say that in German?
Single is single.
Ich
Yeah, yes.
bin single.
Yeah.
Ich bin single.
And now
Ist
she might be tells you all her private phone number.
Yes. No.
Well, so you have to check out her website, which is.
StephanieQuayle.com.
So what fans find there?
They'll find my music videos, and all the dates of the shows I have coming up in the States. And I do hope to be getting overseas this year, so I will keep you posted. Germany's definitely on my list.
That's cool. So, do you own your own MySpace or Facebook website too?
Oh, yes. Facebook.com/Stephanie Quayle. Come on, join me.
Well, tell us a little bit more about you. What's might be your favorite book, or what do you do in your spare time, all that stuff?
Sure. Well, one of my favorite books is actually a book written by Donny Deutsch. And I don't know if you know him, but he's a big advertising kind of marketing guy. And I love that side of things. Because I'm an independent artist, I always have to think of more ways to get out of the box because I don't have the big record label behind me at this point. So it's a really great book. It's called Often Wrong But Never in Doubt.
Okay.
And it's all about, being able to say, why not me? And being confident and finding those other ways to market yourself. I love books like that. So that's my favorite book.
Cool.
But I love to horseback ride.
Uh-huh.
I grew up practically in a gun range, so I am an avid shooter.
I know there's a story about your boots on the CD cover.
Oh, yes, there is.
Can you share it
Sure.
with us?
So growing up, I grew up on a buffalo farm, and our oldest bull, his name was Buford, and he passed away. So we actually made him into quite a few things, and one of them was my pair of boots on the cover.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, did I forget to ask you something you might be like to share with us?
Well, one of the songs on the album, if you want to go see a video of it, is Sophia. And that's one of the songs that's really been going to radio and that we have a video on, and I'd love for you to see it.
Well, then tell us a little bit about the video shooting.
Oh, well, the video shoot was hysterical because it was a very small budget, and it was all my friends. It was the time when they say, well, if you ever need something, just let me know. I was like, okay, I need to now. So, funny story about that. The guy who edited the video was a dear friend, and he is a dear friend. He's an amazing editor, but I can't afford him. So I said, listen, what do I have to do that's appropriate that can cover the fees for that? He's like, well, I've got a new house. Will you rake the leaves? So I raked the leaves in the yard for about 8 hours. But I got my video edited, so it was perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the time you shared with us. Hope to see you next time again.
Thank you so much. Auf Wiedersehen.